Hi, I'm Tina Sams and from the Essential Herbal Magazine, and this is Marianne Schwartz from Lancaster County Soapworks.
Correct.
And we're going to talk a little bit about back-to-school herbs, because my child found out when she went to college that it was really cool. Her friends thought it was really cool that she could do things like help them through a cold or a hangover or nerves. So she would always come back and get a refill every weekend.
Mine was not as receptive.
We're still waiting.
No. He's tried a few things over the years.
Yeah, he'll take it now at least.
Yeah.
So one of the first things she would take would be elderberry, which we grow here and have used for years. It's pretty readily available. Sometimes you can find jelly or syrup. This is tincture. You can find these pastilles, which are really convenient.
They're little jellies.
Yeah.
Which,
vitamin C, zinc, honey, but mostly elderberry.
right.
And the good thing about elderberry is that it coats your cells and doesn't let a virus replicate. And there are a bunch of other things really good about elderberry, but that's the one that kids in school really like. So to take it, I wanted to mention to take an extract or a tincture.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking earlier about taking them straight. We don't do, some people do that, but we don't do that. And we mix it with, I mix it with like about a shot of water.
Yeah.
And chug it down.
Yeah.
And then some people use juice and tea. You can shoot it in your tea, whatever. But
I feel like the hot tea will burn off any alcohol in it, and also gets it where it's supposed to go real fast.
it's not enough. It doesn't burn off enough if you have an alcohol problem, though.
Yeah.
It'll still be there. So then, do you want to do ginger?
Sure. One of the first things that probably worked well for us, well, for Molly especially. Molly became car sick when she was small. And so somewhere we read, oh, ginger. So we got this candied ginger. It's wonderful. It actually tastes delicious. What?
Crystallized.
Crystallized, yeah. It's just, ginger chopped up and soaked in simple syrup and dried. That was always something in the car. It lasts forever. You get a bag of it like this. If you don't go crazy on it, it'll last you forever. But you can only take little tiny pieces at a time because it's very, very strong. As time went on, we found, well, it'll settle your stomach when you're sick. So another thing that we found was this nifty Prince of Peace ginger honey crystals, which you put in hot water. Makes a great tea. You probably only want to use a quarter or a half of one of these for an 8-ounce cup of tea. I mix it with other things, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But that's another way to take ginger.
And honey, ginger also potentiates other herbs.
Correct.
And there was a time when a cousin of ours was taking a cruise to Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
None of our relatives ever believe anything about this, but
We weren't too sure about that ourselves.
Well, we had ginger capsules at the time,
right.
and she was like, oh, okay. Well, it turns out she was the only person not leaning over the rails at one point.
Yeah, they hit rough seas.
Yep, so there was that. One of the first things that Molly, which is my daughter, by the way, chamomile was her thing for a long time, and it got to the point that she would ask for it like the day before school started or something so that she could go to sleep at night. But what started it out was there was a thunderstorm and it knocked out the lights, and
they turned the lights out and would not allow her to have the lights on or the TV or anything else.
Please, Mommy, just one light. No.
Since parents control everything.
That's right. So she was
panicky,
an anxious child, let's say. So chamomile, and sometimes I would make her tea, and sometimes we didn't have time for that, so we would use the tincture. So the other thing is there are lots of teas, like we have this relax and sleep tea, which has a bunch of other ingredients in as well. Or you can just get chamomile tea. It's real easy to find. that's, she really liked to take that to school with her too, because that helped a lot.
The
And
tea?
well, either one. She would take everything.
Oh,
with
to
her.
college.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a whole kit.
Yes. She could.
Kept adding to as
Yes.
as time went on. But that helps also, you know, like the freshman year when things are all new and really frightening. Have your chamomile, that'll settle you down. And
Step 2, holy basil,
yes,
which is wonderful for stress. It helps your body deal with stress, and it doesn't so much as the first time I ever took it, I was really upset, and really just felt like I can't do this anymore. And what it does is you don't feel anything physically. It takes it and moves it over there, and you can look at it and say, that's bad, but I can do it. So she really likes holy basil also, and her friends like holy basil. It's good for tests and stressful finals, stuff like that.
actually, the first we heard of it was supposedly as a weight reducing herb. So of course we made the picture.
Well,
But
and
we
the
found-
way that works with weight is the cortisol.
Yeah.
It helps deal with that.
Stress.
Yeah.
Stress.
But that didn't help for weight loss for us. We didn't.
No.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. There is no magic herb. So we also have a holy basil and elderberry tea, which the combo, because holy basil is also antiviral, as is elderberry, which we didn't mention.
Okay. Then something else that we like to talk about is licorice root. This is black licorice root, and
Not strawberry.
no, because we don't think there's a strawberry licorice plant, but this was one that we heard about for throat. This is helpful for sore throats, for soothing throats, for singers, for actors, and actually when we had a shop at the Renaissance Fair, this was a big item, especially the first couple weeks when the actors had blown their voices in projecting. So they'd wander around the streets with these in their mouths, and the patrons were very curious why they were chewing on sticks, and they'd send them to our shop, which was a cool thing.
Yeah.
But this is nice. This makes a stir stick for tea, and it sweetens your tea. It's a sweetener, licorice.
Which,
The only problem with it is that it can be problems with blood pressure.
yeah, high blood pressure.
Right.
Avoid it.
Right.
There's a really nice tea that we have it has like cinnamon chips and orange peel and cardamom and stuff like that. It's delicious. And that, if you haven't ever tried licorice tea, just give it a shot, because it's not like what you think. And that most of the licorice licorice candy is actually anise flavored, and unless it's that Australian, yeah.
Which is good, which is the real licorice.
It has a different
It's
texture
just
than
not
what we're
made
used
as,
to.
yes.
Yes.
The one of the last things we're going to talk about is fire cider. Fire cider is a wonderful combination of herbs that Rosemary Gladstar actually publicized originally, and it's the base is apple cider vinegar, and then you chop up garlic, onions, hot peppers, ginger, horseradish, things that are really gonna clear
You can
things
put a
out.
lot of other stuff in there
Yeah,
too. But
yeah. Some people add citrus fruit, some people add elderberry.
mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms. You can.
Turmeric.
Yep, turmeric. That's another form of.
But this is really a great drink. Oh, and after it's brewed, then you put some honey in it. I put a lot of honey in it.
Yeah.
But Rosemary talked about using this as like an aperitif or a nightcap, and you just pour a little shot of it into a glass and dilute it with some water, and which makes it much easier to drink. And it's really kind of a good thing. I think it clears out not only your lungs, it probably clears out your liver and
Yeah.
all that jazz.
Sinuses for sure.
Sinuses.
Yes. So that's a little bit about what Molly would take to school to help her dorm, and we hope that it'll help you and your kids.
And they'll accept you,
Yes.
unlike mine.
Thanks.
Thank you.